Good evening, Vinita.
Good evening, sir.
Let's start that. Let Priyanka join.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, fine. No, it is. We already shared it. I think let cover that gap which we had it. No, the first class gap. We'll cover that today. Fine. So before till
Okay.
this Priyanka join, I don't want you to miss
Oh,
that classes. Okay, fine. Okay. So we were till this yesterday till this slide, right?
yeah, sir.
Why the statutory complaints important? Am I right?
Mm. Yeah,
Okay, fantastic. So we'll go to the first. If she joined later. Okay. So which I already told you, no, that as HR vertical, when you say HR as a subject, for example, when science is a subject, I used to tell that physics, chemistry, biology. The same way, HR as a subject, I defined through my experience HR acquisition, HR management, and HR development. Already I told you that this even not taught in the IIM also, because they were talking about employee engagement, grievance redressal, succession planning, all the new concepts they're talking, like nowadays talking about moonlighting, all that is coming. But actually speaking, whatever you name it, that is all coming under this alphabets of 26. The same way, whatever you name it in HR, in my purview, through my experience, this three vertical is the major vertical under which you can list it down. So, which is that HR acquisition is the first vertical. Okay,
okay, sir.
fine. Then, can you read out this?
Yeah, okay. Summary of topic. Recruitment. What is recruitment? What are the objectives of recruitment? Types of recruitment. Technical recruitment. Non-technical recruitment. Internal sources. External sources.
Yeah, I think you were there at internal external sources. Am I right?
Yeah, sir.
Fantastic. So, no, recruitment is nothing but recruiting a person for a company. Fine. Can you read out this?
What is recruitment? Recruitment is the process of identifying, screening, shortlisting, and hiring potential resources for filling up the vacant positions in an organization. It's a core function of human resource management. Recruitment is the process of choosing the right person for the right position and at the time and at the right time. Recruitment also refers to the process of attracting, selecting, and appointing potential candidates to meet the organization's recruitment requirements.
Fantastic. So here we are talking about what is recruitment. Actually, no, when it say theoretically, this is the answer. When you wanted to say in very easiest manner, no, choosing or selecting or appointing a right person for a right job at right time. Simple, easy to understand as a recruitment. Okay,
Okay.
fantastic. Okay, move on.
Importance of recruitment. If the recruitment process is efficient, then the organization gets more productive employees, attrition rate reduces, it builds a good workplace environment, it supports employee relationships, it results in overall growth of the organization.
Very simple, no. Do you know that what is attrition? Do you know the meaning of attrition, Vinita?
No, sir.
Sorry.
No, no, no,
No,
sir.
okay, no, no, okay. Attrition meaning that the people who resign from the organization go out of the company. So the turnover of the employee, for example, 50 people joined, 25 people resigned. So the attrition rate is more. 100 people joined, only two people resigned. The attrition rate is less. You got my point? Do you understand this point?
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is called attrition. If the attrition rate is less, it seems that the company is very good in retaining employees. Retaining means they are keeping the employee with the organization. That's called attrition. So you should know this terminologies when it comes to go for an interview. So then
Yes,
attrition rate is that to retaining the employee as long as possible called lessened attrition. If it is more employees resigns and goes that, it is a more in attrition rate. Okay. For you, I want to give you some exercise, Vinita. When you come
yes.
tomorrow, just Google the attrition rate formula. I want to know that what is the formula in that. I can tell you, but you just work on it and come back to me with tomorrow this answer. Is it okay for you?
Okay, sir.
Check that attrition rate formula. How to calculate attrition rate? Okay, check and come
Okay,
back.
okay,
Okay,
okay, sir.
fantastic. So it is another way that recruitment is more important to the organization to function. All that it relates to overall growth of the organization. If the employee is not in place, the company may not be able to grow. Okay, go on.
Importance of recruitment. Here is a list that shows the purpose and importance of recruitment in our organization. It determines the current and future job requirements. It increases the pool of jobs at the minimal cost. It helps in increasing the success rate of selecting the right candidates. It also reduces the probability of short-term employment. It meets the organization's social and legal obligations with regards to the workforce.
Okay, so here you mentioned about what are the importance of recruitment. So what is the requirement to get the pool of job to be appointed in the minimum cost? So taking the right person is the success of the organization. So when you take the right person, they will not leave the organization as easier. So like that, probability of retaining candidate will be more if you are choosing the right candidate. When you are recruiting itself, you are selecting a wrong person, they will move immediately. So that almost short term of employment with their working in the company, then your company become a more of a training organization. So that is why people are giving more importance while recruiting. I don't know whether I told this example or not. I tell you again. You know that Facebook founder Zuckerberg.
No, sir.
Yeah, he was mentioned in one interview stating that when I'm selecting the person, I take more time for choosing a right person. But when I want to sack a person, I will sack immediately. That is his statement in one important interview. So that means that he'll take more time to select a right person. But if you want to send one wrong person out of the company, you will send it immediately. So you can understand that how important selecting a right person. Instead of selecting a right person, if you select wrong person, then automatically that is the loss for the organization. Because instead of selecting right, if you selected wrong, it can be even without a manpower you can run. Understand my point, Vinita?
Okay, okay.
Okay, so that's what more important. Fine. Okay. Do you want to give any pointers here? No, so far we covered about HR acquisition on the recruitment part, all that. Anything you want to ask or anything you want to add in this?
No, no.
Nothing. Okay, thank you so much. We'll move on to other slide. So,
Yeah.
do you know that what is technical recruitment without even seeing the statement? Can you guess what would be a technical recruitment, Vinita?
I think core-related subjects.
Sorry,
Wow.
sorry.
Core-related subjects like Java.
Uh, okay, that's good answer. But more than that, people are more related to the computers, easy to understand. No, technically they work more with the computers. Either can be a software or it could be a hardware related to the systems. That's called technical recruitment. As you said, is right. Once again, tell me, Priyanka. No problem, ma. Join பண்றீங்களா? Okay, come. So then this is called technical. Can you read out this?
Technical recruitment. What is technical talent? Technical talent equals a talent pool that is made up of both candidates and employees with the skills to drive innovation and growth of technology companies. It includes roles such as software developer, IT professional, computer science professional, data scientist, engineers, and many more.
Is it understandable, ma? IT
Yes, sir.
professional with a computer science, sometimes data scientist, sometimes to be artificial intelligence. All they call it as or AI and data science nowadays become more popular. So all artificial intelligence coming under the or robotics, all coming under the technical.
recruitment.
Fantastic. Go on.
Non-technical recruitment. As for non-tech jobs, for the ones that are not totally unrelated to technology, instead primarily focused on techniques. However, the non-tech jobs must not be taken lightly as they involve putting the word out in public about all the breakthrough changes happening in the technology world.
So it is more of people who are not technical, people who are not technical, it has become a non-technical jobs. I can tell you one point. Do you know what is ACS, Vinita? ACS. Do you know the qualification of what is ACS?
No,
What is it?
no, Sumita,
Oh,
no,
sorry.
no.
No, no, no. Okay, okay. So that is called Association of Company Secretary. Got it?
Oh,
ACS. They are coming under the company secretary category. They are mainly involved in board meeting and in interaction with the shareholders, filing with the register of companies, all that coming under the ACS. They are the key managerial personnel. Why I'm telling you, as a HR, you should know this kind of an nitty-gritties involved positions. You should know this. That's what I'm telling it to you. Even some HR doesn't know that what is ACS. Then how can they recruit a company secretary for the company? No, people think that company secretary means they are the personal secretary. That is not personal secretary. That's a company secretary. Okay.
oh,
Okay. Do you know what is CA, Vinita?
chartered accountant.
Fantastic. Chartered accountant. They do auditing. They do that main of accounting. All that they'll do. Okay. Do you know what is CMA?
No, sir.
Cost and management accountant. What is that? Cost and management accountant. CMA. They are majorly involved for costing department. Okay, what is the costing for that raw material, purchase cost, selling cost? They will relate with the costing. Okay,
Okay.
fine. So far we covered technical and the non-technical equipment. Priyanka also joined. We'll continue from the yesterday class. Okay. So thankfully that Priyanka come late today, so I covered it initial stages. We'll cover it later, other also. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't want miss even a single line. Any student, even if somebody join tomorrow, I will take entire classes. That is my style of working. Okay, fantastic. We'll go to okay. So we are now okay. From here we have to start. Am I right?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, go on.
Why is statutory complaints important? Statutory benefits applicable for employees, protection to the organization existence, protection against illegal wage demands from trade unions and employees, maintains the organization reputation and client engagement, no risk of fines and penalties, disadvantage to non-adherents, financial threats and losses, arises employee conflicts and trust issues, a warning to the organization existence, client trust issues for the organization.
So when you maintain a statutory compliance properly, it is more legally safe and sound for the organization. Because illegally, that no political party will come and ask for a wage demand, or something the union will not do the wage demand, or the government authorities will not ask any bribe, all that. So maintaining a statutory compliance is more important for any organization. When you are a HR executive for a statutory compliance, or when you are an HR person for your company, make sure that statutory maintained properly. It names PF or ESI or gratuity, bonus payment or payment of wages, anything related to statutory, please maintain it. then it will be hassle-free for your smooth work environment as a HR department. Is it clear, people? These are all
Yes,
the
sir.
Taraka mantra. Keep in that mind to appoint as any organization. Educate your employer. Sir, you may be some getting some benefit not paying of PF or ESC to employee, but in the long run, we will be under the problem, sir. It will create the credibility of the organization. All that you should educate them and motivate them. But sometimes if you start advising, they will send us out. At the same time, we can't tell also, but we have to tell them with a polite manner. Okay?
Sir, screen not displaying, sir.
Very good. So that is why you joined later, no? This one second, no problem. Welcome. Can you view now?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, fantastic. No problem. Okay, fine. Well, okay. Go on now.
List of statutory rules in India. Note that all the organizations in India need to abide by this. Shops and Commercial Establishment Act, SMT, the Employees Provident Fund, and Miscellaneous Provision Act, 1952, EPF, the Employees Insurance Corporation Act, 1948, ESIC, the Professional Tax Act, PT, 1975, the Labor Welfare Fund Act, LWF, 1965, the Contract Labor Regulation and Abolition Act, 1970, PLRA.
These are all the some of the statutory important act I'm discussing here. First is that shops and commercial establishment. This cover under most of the organization except the factory. Commercial means like selling or shops, some corporate office, anything except the manufacturing organization or manufacturing factory coming under the shops and shops and
Commercial Establishment.
uh, shops and
Commercial.
shops and commercial establishment act. So S and D. Okay, then is that employee provident fund and miscellaneous. This is covered under all the organization that is called PF. Understand?
Yes.
PF. That's called provident funds. Okay. Other one is that Employee State Insurance Corporation, ESIC. It is more of a medical benefit given to an employee who is earning less than 21,000 rupees. They are covered under the ES, ES,
I see. I
I
see.
see. Fantastic. So, Employee State Insurance Corporation. This professional tax, maybe you people would have been already worked, you could have come to know this professional tax, but most of the people who's paying PT, they don't know what is PT. They think it is a tax, sir. We are paying no all that. It is not a income tax. It is a professional tax. When you work and earn some money, you are paying tax to the local government. Income tax will go to the central government. GST will go to the state government and central government, but professional tax will go to the municipal government or local government. For example, you and me staying in Chennai, if you and me pay professional tax, it will go to the Chennai Corporation. Nobody knows this. Please learn from me this point. Very valid point. Is it clear, people?
Yes, sir.
Professional tax paid once in 6 months. Okay? In Tamil Nadu. Okay. Next point is that Labor Welfare Fund. Labor Welfare Fund is related to a state government, not the central government. You will pay Labor Welfare Fund once in a year to Labor Welfare Board. Is it clear? Okay. Next, contract labor. The company who is appointing a contractor, under the contractor, if employee works, they are coming under the contract labor. Okay. Again, I will share this to you people at the end of the classes. But in between continuation, if you have any doubt, ask me. Okay. Continue.
The Child Labor Prohibition and Regulation Act,
Very,
1986.
very good.
The Minimum Wages Act 1948, the Payment of Wages Act 1936, the Payment of Bonus Act 1965, the Maternity Benefit Act 1961, the Payment of Gratitude Act 1972, the Equal Remuneration Act 1976, the Industrial Establishment N&Effects Act 1963, the Employment Exchange Compulsory Notification of Vacancies Act 1959, Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace Prevention, Prohibition and Readdressal Act 2013, the Employees Compensation Act 1923.
Okay. These are all that will covered at the basic in the crash course. If you people wanted to cover entire thing, you can join in the full course, which is going to start by first week of December. Okay, it is only an information. It is not like you to join compulsory. I'm just informing you people. Okay,
Okay.
fine. So child labor means when you are appointing a child labor, there is a regulation available. You have to ask them to work only 4 hours in a day. You have to give rest in between. You have to give food. All that is there in the child labor. Minimum wages means if any organization appointing an employee, there is a minimum wages prescribed by the central government. That's called floor wages. So it should be maintained by the company. You can't pay less than this as a wages to any employee. Payment of wages. The wages should pay to an employee in time. That is called payment of wages. Payment of bonus. If the organization functions for more than 20 employees, all that is there, they should give a bonus. Even though if they're not making profit, the organization should give minimum 8.33% as a bonus to an employee. That is called Bonus Act. Maternity benefit. You people, as a woman, you know that when an employee working in an organization, if she is conceived or delivering a baby, she should be given benefit of maternity. That's called Maternity and Benefit Act. Payment of gratuity. If the employee works for the organization more than 4.5 years, they should be eligible for gratuity. That's called gracious amount paid by the company to an employee. Okay. Equal remuneration. It related to a woman and men should be given equal salary. Just because somebody is woman, you can't give the salary lesser than the men folk. That's called Equal Remuneration Act. So IED, Industrial Establishment Act, it is more of a dispute or some factory issues coming under Industrial Establishment Act. Then employment exchange, it is again related to employment opportunity. Then sexual harassment of women at workplace, this is called POSH Act, Prevention of Sexual Harassment, POSH. Now they make it as POSH Act. Okay, that is called in a workplace, women should be treated dignified. It should not be given physical abuse or even the verbal abuse. Also, they should not do it. When you are a woman folk, when you work for the company, please make sure every woman safeguarded very well. As a woman, you should take care of it. As an individual, also, we should take care of the human workforce working for our organization. That is my advice to you people. Maintain all this properly in your organization. Then employee compensation, all that is coming under the how you are compensating on the salary, all that. It is talk about Employee Compensation Act. Okay, fine. Continue, ma.
How companies can benefit from statutory complaints in HR. For a company, statutory non-compliance can only result in legal proceedings that can have serious implications such as fines, imprisonment, cancellation of license, and so on. By complying, not only can a company avoid all the legal assaults, but also witness spike in employee productivity, which in turn will improve business growth as employees are taken care by the management. That's not where the benefit of compliance ends. Here are some other fruits of a company being statutorily compliant.
So as I already mentioned that compliance of statutory is more important. If you're not complying that, you should be in a position to pay a fine, or sometimes the imprisonment will be given to an employer who's not following it up the statutory complaint. Sometimes the organization will get cancellation of their licenses from the government authorities. Okay. Okay, Vinita, you can take the back seat. Let Priyanka. Priyanka, can you, ma?
Yes, sir.
Continue with the last paragraph only. Attracting talent.
Attracting talent. When job seekers know that your company has a pedigree of treating employees correctly, paying them fairly, and never infringing on labor and employment laws, they will want to sign up. As mentioned earlier, by statutorily complying employee productivity, the work environment will only get a boost, which will employees with the necessary tools to further themselves.
So, as mentioned, it is not only safeguarding for a company, it is also motivating an employee towards the organization. It will be sense of belonging. The employee morale will be increased. For that only, we are maintaining the statutory compliances. Continue, Ma.
Transparency is key. Any company that is statutorily compliant draws many eyeballs for all the right reasons. You vendors, customers, investors, stakeholders, and employees will realize that you are completely transparent and that you take it upon yourself to have contingencies in place to handle statutory complaints without risking legal proceedings and liabilities. Any business should operate ethically and within the confines of law and order. It's what will improve their reputation in the long run. Excellent prospects. Being statutorily compliant means adhering to government laws and regulations. A company can leverage this aspect to have the upper hand in any business negotiations. Moreover, business contract and new prospect will come their way.
Fantastic. So, as I mentioned, that transparency is a key in when you are having this statutory complaints. The employee will be more confident. Even that, no, nowadays, if somebody want to give business to your organization, nowadays they are asking that, are you paying PF properly? Are you paying ESI? Are you complied with all the legal statutory complaints? They are checking it now. Now they are doing the audit also, because to getting business, to get the good customers, even somebody want to invest in your company, they are asking all these compliances. So when the organization wanted to grow in a bigger range, they should follow the statutory compliances. At the same time, when you maintain this, the business will grow exponentially. Then again, that like business contracts can get easily, because nowadays asking that you please attach the PF statement with this order, like that companies asking nowadays. When you go to foreign companies now to get some orders and all, that is another level. They will see all the auditing report from your company about this, particularly HR audit. So all this important. Go on.
Keeping fines at bay. Non-compliance can result in a sea of problems such as imprisonment, fines, cancellation of license, and shutdown of the business. But if a company others, it can divert focus towards other important aspects such as employee retention, operation, expansion, and so on. With all the risk and liabilities out of the way, resource are feed up which the companies can utilize for business growth. Productivity and retention. Employees need to feel valued. They need to be treated fairly, paid on time, look after. When your company follows the statutory protocols for the all welfare and well-being of its employees, an increase in productivity and employee retention is a given.
Very good. Very good. So keeping fines at bay. So no need to pay any bribe, no need to pay any fine to a government authority when you are maintaining the statutory compliance properly. Is it understandable, people? Clear?
Yeah, yeah.
Fantastic. Again, the productivity and retention. Productivity will be increased multifold, because when you take care of the employee, paying salary in time, paying the correct minimum wages, not paying lesser that, when you're paying bonus properly, when you're giving gratuity people who resign from the organization, it will increase the other employee morale to work for the organization. Automatically, your productivity will be increased. Retention. I want to ask this question to Vinita. Vinita, I told you in the beginning, what is mean retention, ma?
Attribute only you said, sir.
No, attrition rate will get reduced if you have the more retention. Is it clear? Retention means how long the employee work for the organization. That's called retention. Retaining the employee with your organization. Is it clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay, so the employee retention means when you have all the statutory compliance, employee work with you for a longer time. That's called employee retention will get increased. Is it clear, people?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
sir.
Fantastic. So I asked you that that Priyanka, from the
Sir.
beginning, I told you one point is that. Do you remember that what is attrition? I explained to you. Do you remember that attrition rate?
Yeah, sir.
What is it attrition rate?
Resigning employees, sir.
Ah, so how many of people resign from the organization? This attrition is more. Attrition means people who are going out of the company or people who resign from the organization. That's called attrition. When you retain more, the attrition rate will be less. When you're not able to retain an employee, the attrition will be higher. Okay, good.
Yes,
Thanks.
sir.
That's all terminology in HR you should understand or know all this. Continue.
Uh, how employees can prefer from statutory complaints in HR. It is not if work environment, career growth, fair treatment are the only good things that go an employee's why if is or employer is statutory complaint. Here are the other benefits. Professional tax. Statutory complaint employer also save employees the trouble of uh, depositing professional tax with the government. Tax returns and exemptions. Under the IT Act, employees are also entitled to file income tax returns that helps them save taxes. Moreover, while filling the returns, employees, with the help of the statutorily complaint employer, can prefer from exemptions. EPF, Employee Provident Fund. Statutorily complaint companies must also mandatory contribute to 12% of the employee's basic salary towards his her provident fund. Out of this 12 percentage, 8.33 percentage is contributed towards the EPF, employee pension scheme. This this fund can be withdrawn by the employee in times of unemployment or after retirement.
Very good. Um, Vinita, I told you about professional tax. Is a professional tax for the revenue for which government, ma?
1 second, sir. Yeah, sir. Local government, sir.
Very good, ma. Professional tax for the local government. GST,
For both central and state government.
fantastic. For income tax,
It should only in central government, sir.
very good, ma. So it is for a local government tax, professional tax. Priyanka,
Sir,
how? What is the term which you're paying professional tax? Is that yearly twice or yearly once or yearly 12 times? How it is, ma? I told you.
6 month once, sir.
Okay, once in 6 months. Yearly, then yearly twice.
Yearly two
Two
times,
times,
sir.
twice. Very good, ma, very good. Then again, the tax returns. Now, when the employee salary is over and above the limit of the IT department, income department, he or she should pay tax. That's called tax returns. Okay. EPF, Employee Provident Fund. So, employee will contribute 12 percentage. Employer will contribute 12 percentage. Okay. Employee contribution of 12 will go to the directly Provident Fund. Employer 12% will go 8.33 to pension fund, 3.67 to PF fund. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Then in addition to 12 percentage, employer should pay 1 percentage to the government. This is for 0.5 percentage EDLI, employee deposit linked insurance. Is it clear? 0.5 percentage will go to EDLI, 0.5 percentage will go to admin charges because no, this PF will be maintained by the government authority, no, that government provident fund organization. So they have to function, right? For that, the employer is paying 0.5 percentage. Is it clear?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
sir.
Fantastic. Go on.
The bonus for employees. Employees can garner a bonus on top of his her pay as per the Payment of Bonus Act 1965. Although it applies for certain establishments with 20 or more employees, your employer, as per the Act, is obligated to pay a bonus zero the basis of the company's profit production productivity. An employee drawing INR 21,000 or less qualifies for the bonus, which can be anywhere between 8.33 minus
No,
20
8.33 to 20%. High
8.33 to
20%.
20% of the salary. Conclusion: non-compliance of this law result in legal and social damage to the employee and the employer and the organization. The best one can do is be aware and religiously adhere to the rules and regulations.
Okay, fantastic. So here we're talking about bonus. Bonus eligibility is if the organization appointing 20 or more employee, they should follow the bonus act. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If the employee is getting 21,000 or less, they are qualifies for bonus. Okay. Minimum bonus should be 8.33 percentage on CTC or 8.33 percentage on gross salary. That means 1 month salary. Is it clear, people? So
Yes.
8.33 means the 1 month salary. So they're eligible for 8.33 percentage. It can go up to 20 percentage. It can go up to 20 percentage can employer can give based on the profit of the organization. That to 8.33, it is 1 month salary. Approximately, it is 1 month salary, but the bonus will be declared only on the basic and DA, not on the allowances. Okay, people,
Okay, sir.
go on.
What is labor codes? Four new labor codes. Labor codes is a long awaited reform to ancient labor laws in which 29 of the 44 labor codes are group,
Sorry.
grouped into the four labor codes listed below: wage regulations, the Social Security Code, the Code of Industrial Relations, the Code of Occupational Safety, Health and Working Conditions.
Once again. இதெல்லாம் வார்த்தையும் சொல்லாத. God bless you. Sorry, ma. Okay. I told you, on the other day, the 44 Act become 4 code. I told you, remember? People?
Sir?
Okay. Can you hear me? We were having like
Yeah,
all
sir.
44 Act, no?
Yes,
44.
sir.
Then it become a 4 code. One is
Four
that
code.
wage regulation. That's called wage code. Okay. One is that
Okay.
wage code. This even people who was 4 years experience in this, they doesn't know now because this recent improvement from 2019 which happened by the Modi government. Most of the people not aware of this new code, but your people blessed to learn this because you are joined this CSRE program. So first is the wage code, second is the social security code, third is the industrial relations code, and fourth is the occupational safety, health and working condition. Now all the 44 Act become how many code? How many code?
Code.
4 code, very
Four
clear.
code.
Okay. This is what now in that industry in the market or in the India. Not like 44 Act become 4 now. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Continue.
The government deployed rules and regulations. Labor law in India for private companies are the same throughout and don't change for a specific company. Rules regarding HR campaigns are distributed to specific sectors: industrial relation, women benefits, social and medical security, wages.
Very good. So you got it, no? I will explain this instead of you reading it out. So take it that first center of the picture is government rules. Got it? One is the
Yes.
Yes.
wages, one is the industrial relations, one is the social security, one is the human benefits. Is it clear? This
Yes, sir.
on the aspect of four parameters they designed it. But if you see earlier wage code, social security, industrial relations, and occupational safety, health and working, that is a four code, but designed in such a way on this picture. Is it clear? Okay.
Okay.
When it comes to industrial relations, earlier it was Industrial Dispute Act 1947. When it comes to women, equal remuneration for women and men should get same and maternity benefit. When it comes to social security, like payment of gratuity, employee compensation, employee provident fund, or other related act. Then employee state insurance, then TDS coming under the social security. When it comes to wage, minimum wages act, payment of bonus act, payment of wages. Is it clear, people?
Yes, sir.
Go on.
Summary of topics. The Employees Provident Fund and Miscellaneous Provisions Amendment Act 1952. The Employee State Insurance Act ESI Act 1948. The Payment of Wages Amendment Act 2017. Number 1 of 2017. The Payment of Bonus Act Amendment 2007. Minimum Wages Act 1948. The Payment of Gratuity Act 1972.
So again, these are all the again statutory compliances for in India. That is all. 44 Act become now how many codes?
Four
Four
codes,
codes.
sir.
Fantastic. Go on.
Employees Provident Fund PF and Miscellaneous Provisions Act 1952. The Employee Provident Fund PF and Miscellaneous Provisions Act 1952 is created for the social welfare of an employee. When one being the employment, they are expected to contribute monthly to their PF funds. The employer is also expected to contribute to its employee retirement fund. Any factory or establishment having 20 or more employees directly or through contract is liable to be covered under this act. The PF contribution is calculated on the basic wages and the DNS allowance. It does not include food allowance, house rent allowance, overtime allowance, bonus, commission, and etc. The wage limit to be covered under this act is rupees 15,000 per month. The employer contribution is calculated at 3.67% of wage in general prescribed by the central government. Just like the employer, the employee should also pay an equal contribution.
Okay. So here we are detailedly discussing about PF. That's what Provident Fund. Okay. This here I want to highlight that if the organization is having 20 or more, they should maintain what? People, I'm asking you.
Sir,
If the employer having 20 or more employees, the employer should maintain.
provident funds, sir.
Yes. That's what I want this answer, sharp answer, Provident Fund. This point you should know. Okay, if it is only 18 employees, if the organization need to have PF,
Sir,
if the organization is having only 19 employees or 18 employees, the organization need to have PF or not?
not, sir.
Very good. Super. Second point. If the employee is getting 15,000, okay, covering category, they're mentioning it 15,000. My question is that the company is, the employee is getting 20,000. Whether they need to have this employee also in the PF account?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. I'll tell you this point. If the employee declaring at the beginning itself, boss, I don't want a PF. My salary is 50,000. That means above the limit of 15,000 of government prescribed. If the employee declaring I don't want, the company can exclude that employee. Okay, my question is that
So
the
once
employees
again, sir,
tell me.
Your
Good.
voice,
sir, your
your
voice.
voice is good, sir.
Okay, now is it clear, ma?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you once again. If the employee is getting 20,000, for example, 20,000 is basic and DA become 20,000 rupees. The employee can declare it initially itself, sir, I don't want PF because I'm getting more than 15,000 of fixed salary. That means that basic and DA, he can voluntarily say no for the PF deduction. Is it clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
My question. If the employee is getting 14,000 salary, the employee come and says, no, I don't want PF because when you're deducting PF again 1,000 rupees going, I don't want the PF. If that employee can say like that?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Oh, if that employee is getting less than 50,000, he or she should be compulsory paying PF. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So I already told that 3.67 will go to PF fund. 8.33 will go to which fund I told you in the beginning?
Pension scheme, sir.
Pension scheme will go to 8.33. PF fund will go to 3.67. This is coming under employee or employer?
Employer, sir.
Employer. Employee 12% go to where? Completely?
PF,
Very good. PF. PF means?
provident fund.
Fantastic. So employer contribution 8.33 will go to
Pension scheme, sir.
pen-
Employee pension.
pension fund. 3.67 will go to
PF, sir.
Provident.
provident fund. Fantastic. I told you at the beginning itself. In addition to 12 percentage, employer should pay 1 percentage. Am I right? Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
Out of 1 percentage, 0.5 will go to where?
EDLI.
EDLI.
EDLI, employee deposit linked insurance. Half percent will go to where?
Admin
Admin
charge.
charges.
Admin charges. Why the employer should pay admin charges?
Because
Because
PF, all the
this
activities
fund,
are done.
government should need some money to run the organization, right? PF organization. For that, employer is paying. Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Go on next. Now you have the clear formula. Got it? Can you anyone read out?
Contribution.
Hmm.
Contribution. Employee, employer.
Hmm.
Provident fund.
Hmm.
12 percentage.
So employee will go to
12
12% to where?
percentage.
Provident fund.
Employer.
Provident
Uh,
fund. Next, employer
employer 3.67 percentage.
go to where?
Provident fund, sir.
Very good. Next.
Employee pension fund.
Hmm.
Employee none, sir.
Employee,
Employer 8.33%.
8.33. Employee will not contribute anything. Is it clear?
Yeah,
yes,
sir.
Okay. Next.
Exemptions.
Uh,
Employee no tax exempt, sir.
mhm.
Eligible for a deduction under 80C, sir.
Yeah, this is all additional information I'm giving it to you because this is only technically related to IT department. That means that income tax department or it is related to accounts department because I know that also I'm explaining to you as additional knowledge to you. PF, you got it? Provident fund. It is no tax exemption. It is eligible for 80C. Clear?
Yeah, sir.
Okay.
Employer tax exempt, sir.
Employer is that it is exempted. Exempted investment. Employer paying no the 12 percentage. No need to take into your account as an income for you. It's an exempted income. Is it clear, people? Employer is
yes,
totally
sir.
exempted for you from income tax, but employee payment will not exempted, but that can be showed into which section? 80.
80C, sir.
Very good. So 80C means as an employee, when they are earning over and above the tax limit, they can save up to 1.5 lakhs. It's all additional information. Even a no HR knows this. Only the senior people knows it. I'm giving it to you for your knowledge. 80C deduction is up to 1.5 lakhs. Is it clear?
Yeah,
Even if
sir.
any of your parents or if your friend or anybody who's senior is working on it, you can tell them that you can invest up to 1.5 lakhs under 80C category.
80.
Okay. Next line, ma. Go on to next.
The employer is liable to fines for being a defaulter. However, this can extend up to im- imprisonment of 3 years and a fine of rupees 10,000. The voluntary contribution is also covered under the Employee Provident Fund and Miscellaneous Provision Act 1952 for an establishment having less than 20 employees.
So again, if the employer is not maintaining PF, it's all fine or imprisonment, all will come. Other point is that even though if the company has only 20 employees or less than 20 employees, they can do voluntarily PF
Con-
contribution. Is it clear, people?
yes, sir.
Fantastic. Next.
The Employee State Insurance ESI Act 1948. Employee State Insurance Act ensures absolute medical security, including sickness, maternity, and injuries for employees working in non-seasonal factories, including power with more than 10 employees and non-power and other establishment with more than 20 employees. The wage limit covered under this act is 21,000 rupees per month. This act applies to all states except Manipur, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, and Mizoram. Benefit can be availed through ESIC online appointment for hospitals, clinics, and prac- practitioners. Both employee and the employer contributes to the ESI scheme on ESIC payment portal, and ESI percentage contribution made to the same or contribution percentage of gross pay. Employees contribution 0.75. Employers contribution 3.25.
Okay. Please now both of you can tell whatever the point you understanding from this slide. You tell if it is wrong, no problem, I can correct it. That will register your mind properly. One by one, yeah. One can read and explain, by then other can follow and read and tell me. Give the point, whatever.
ESI means
Go on.
ESI means Employee State Insurance, sir.
Very good.
Suitable for medical security, sir, in that particular state.
Very good.
This act is not suitable for Manipur, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, and Mizoram.
Very good.
And then contribution of the employees is 0.75 and employer is 3.25.
Very good. Very good. Priyanka?
Sir,
What is your contribution? Sorry, எல்லாம் அவங்களே சொல்லிட்டாங்க சார் என்ன சொல்றது. It's okay, no problem. I'll ask you one question. There is again one more point is you can tell that wage limit. What is the wage limit mentioned here, Priyanka?
21,000 per month.
You could have told this point to me. Okay, if the employee is getting 25,000, whether he or she will be eligible for ESI or not? No need to think. Very clear. The wage limit covered under this act is 21,000 per month. If the employee is getting 21,001 rupee or 21,002 rupee, he or she will not cover under this act. Is it clear, people?
Okay, sir.
Okay, this is point you would have been told it. Okay, I want to ask you. Here is that what pay it is mentioned, ma? ESI? Percentage of?
Gross pay, sir.
ESI will be calculated on which salary? Sorry, little louder.
Total
Gross salary. Clear?
Gross, sir.
Yeah, always ESI will work on gross salary. Okay. PF will be work on basic and DA.
Basic and
Basic and DA. Basic
and DA.
and DA. ESI will be work on
Gross
gross salary. That means the total salary. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So employee contribution, how much percentage?
Employee 0.75 percentage, sir.
Not 0. It's a 0.75 percentage. Mukka percentage. Clear? Employer contribution?
Employee contribution 3.25, sir.
3.25 percentage on which pay? Which salary?
Gross pay, sir.
Fantastic. On the gross salary, this is the contribution amount. What is the PF percentage, ma?
12 percentage. 24 percentage.
Total 24. Employee,
Uh, Employee 12 percentage, sir.
employer,
Employer 12 percentage, sir. It divides, sir.
very good.
8.33 percentage is employee pension scheme, sir.
Good.
Um,
3.67 will go to Takkunu sono. 3.67 will go to
3.67 is PF, sir.
very good. Employee
And
12
point
percentage.
five,
Employee
sir.
12 percentage. Employee 12 percentage.
Direct
Yes.
PF, sir.
What is PF? Again, Provident Fund. You should say
Provident
PF.
Provident
fund.
fund.
Not the pension fund, only Provident Fund. Okay, what
Okay,
else in PF percentage, ma? You trying to say something?
sir.
12 percentage employee, 12% employer. What else?
1%
Uh,
with the pension.
1% by the employee or employer.
That's government
Hmm?
employer, sir.
Employer, obviously. Employer. So on the 1%, what is the division? Subdivision?
0.5
point
percent
5 EDLI, sir.
Sorry? One by one. Still.
Point 5 EDLI, sir.
Very good. And the balance 0.5?
Balance 5 admin charges, sir.
Balance 0.5. You could not say balance 5.
Uh,
Balance 0.5. Okay.
balance 5
0.5 will go to
admin charges.
very good. So that's what I will recheck with you people because it's a crash course. I don't know because I don't have a 1 month, 2 month timing to educate you. I want to finish up with the crash checking of your answering. Okay. Don't feel
Okay.
that sir why sir is asking in between question. All that. Okay. Continue.
Mm, The Payment of Wages Amendment Act 2017. Payment of Wages Act guarantees payment of employees on time without any deduction other than stated by the government authority. Though this does not apply for employees having 24,000 rupees wages per month. Under Section 4, every person responsible for payment of wages must fix the duration for payment, and that should not exceed above a month, meaning an employee can be paid daily, weekly, for, fortnightly, or monthly. Under Section 5, for a railway industry or other establishments with less than 1,000 employees, it must process the payment till the 7th of the subsequent month, which exceed 10th of the month for establishment with more than 1,000 employees. According to Section 5, 2, if any employees resign or is removed, his her salary must be paid within 2 days of termination.
Okay. This is the Payment of Wages Act. Applicable only people who are earning less than 24,000. If the manager is earning 50,000, they will not cover under the Payment of Wages Act. 1 point. Second is that payment should be paid within a month. For example, it can be paid daily, or it can be paid weekly, or it can be paid once in 15 days, or it can be paid monthly. After end of the month, he should be paid as a salary. Then again, if it is less than 1,000 employees, under the section of 5, within 7th of next month, you should be paid. If it is more than 1,000 employees, within 10th of next month. Clear, people?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fantastic. So we have 5 more minutes. We will finish and with the slide. Okay.
Payment of Wages Act 1936. The Payment of Wages Act 1936 regulates the payment of wages to direct and indirect employees. The Act warrants payment of wages on time and without any deduction except those authorized under the Act. According to this Act, the payment should be made before 7th of every month where the number of workers are less than 1,000 and on the 10th day if greater than 1,000.
Mhm.
The Payment of Wages Act 1936 regulates the payment of wages to employees, direct and indirect. The Payment of Wages Act regulates the payment of wages. to certain classes of person employed in industry, and its importance cannot be underestimated. The act guarantees payment of wages on time and without any deduction except those authorized under the act. The wage period shall not exceed 1 month.
So as we discussed earlier slide, again that some of the again repeating on that. Within 7, you should pay. If it's 1,000 less than 1,000 employees. If there's more than 1,000 employees, you can pay till the 10th of the next month.
10%.
Okay, fine. We'll move on to next slide and finish it off.
The Payment of Bonus Act Amendment 2007. Payment of Bonus Act ensures annual bonus to be paid for employees in establishments, including factories with more than 20 employees. The yearly bonus is calculated based on the employee's salary and profit of the establishment. Any employer ensures that the bonus paid must be a minimum of 8.33% and a maximum of 20%. Employees with salary 21,000 rupees or less are eligible for a bonus after working for 30 days in an establishment. Bonus payment must be provided within 8 months from the financial year closing. This bonus must only include basic and DA and should exclude other allowances. For employees caught up in frauds, misconduct, or absenteeism, the establishment is not liable to pay the bonus.
Okay, so here we again discuss about the bonus act. If the more than 20 employees, the company should pay the bonus to employees. Again, we are reiterating the point. Minimum can be 8.3% of the CTC or the or maximum they can pay up to 20% of bonus. If the company is paying more than 20%, like 21, 22, 24%, it is called it as ex gratia. For a knowledge I'm telling you, it is called ex gratia. Bonus can be paid only 8.33% as a legal term. Okay, people. So again, we'll meet tomorrow. Vinita, you are already in the group or not, Vinita? Is that CHRE crash course? You are there or not? You didn't accept the link, Vinita?
No, sir. I'm not in any link, sir.
You didn't get the link. I've already sent the link, but I'm trying to add you the link. It is not able to add it. That is what. Anyway.
Now I'm okay. First, I think I blocked all the numbers like that, sir. Now
Okay,
yeah,
then I can
now
add
it's
you.
okay, sir.
Then I can add you now. No, okay. Just be online once
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Yes, sir. No, ஐயோ அதெல்லாம் சார் அதெல்லாம் பெரிய வார்த்தை சார் நோ சார் அதெல்லாம் ரொம்ப பெரிய வார்த்தை ப்ளீஸ் நோ சார் ப்ளீஸ் சார் நோ ப்ராப்ளம் சார் சார் சொல்லுங்க சார் Prakshila would have been contacting. Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. சொல்லுங்க சார் ஓகே சார்